Two activities that are tough enough to handle for some people that have two legs, but imagine if you only had one leg and you tried to do it. Fox's Rick Reichmuth spent some time this weekend hitting the slopes with an impressive group of our wounded war heroes from Iraq and Afghanistan.
The road to becoming a certified ski instructor for Jeffrey Adams has been no easy task. Adams had never skied until 3 years ago, and he only has one leg. Adams lost his left leg 3 years ago in a roadside bomb attack in Iraq.
And they just blew me up. It was 10 feet from me. I looked down and there was no legs.
Now, Adams is taking part in the Wounded Warrior Project, a non-profit organization dedicated to helping military personnel who have severe injuries. The program also works with the Adaptive Sports Foundation and Disabled Sports USA to help bring a new level of physical and mental health to these wounded warriors.
I've gotten over my injuries fairly quickly and been walking fairly well, and now it's out skiing, so it's amazing.
Yeah, I lost both legs right below the knee, and this was on September 7th of 2007, so 4 months ago almost.
So in only 4 months, and now you're here back on a snowboard.
Absolutely, sir. Got to get out there and make the magic.
This weekend, these men and women of the military who have sacrificed so much came together for the 4th annual ski event at Windham Mountain to help support their comrades.
It means everything. You know, this is what these guys and girls are fighting for, is for us to be able to enjoy things like this, and you know, it brings it back home, and it's great to see them here having a good time.
I just think this is an awesome event. What an opportunity to share some common ground with some injured folks.
Most were injured in Iraq and Afghanistan with traumatic wounds, amputations, burns, loss of eyesight, and spinal injuries. The ski event does more than just boost morale.
I come here and learn about the latest stuff. Some guys say, hey, did you hear about this prosthetic? Did you hear about this knee? Or, hey, did you hear about this type of a wheelchair?
It also satisfies their competitive streak.
You're an equal to somebody with all of their limbs, able-bodied person. We're skiing past them, and that's, to them, they just kind of put their head down. But it's great for us because we're on a level playing field here.
And joining us now, Fox News ski bum Rick Reichmuth. Rick, that was very impressive. Now, I've been out with these guys. Try and describe to me what it's like being with those guys.
Well, I tell you, it is such an inspirational thing, obviously, to be with these guys who we can certainly complain about so many things in our life, or we certainly do. It puts it all into perspective. Jeff Adams, the man that we were just talking about, that is a ski instructor now, one of the volunteers worked with him 3 years when he had first lost his leg, and said that you could see him in those first couple of months afterwards, and just how he was so scared about getting his life back and was a little bit embarrassed thinking people would be looking at him. And to see now how 3 years later what he's come to and the confidence that he has, and it's these kinds of events, the Wounded Warriors Project, that has given him that kind of strength. And you can see it in some of these guys. Looking at some men who've been doing this for a few years longer, that's what they can aspire to be.
They're better skiers than you?
That as well, that's not saying much, but yes, they were very good.
They're great. I've seen them up and down the slopes. They are fabulous.
Yeah,
You've run races as well with amputees and so forth that actually beat you. When you run,
that's true.
Did you run a 10 mile?
Yeah, take it on a 10 miler.
Summer.
And the guys, you know, Rick talks about, I mean, there's a message there, and tell me if it's the same group of yours, which these guys say, hey, don't pity me. You know, I'm a wounded soldier, but I'm proud of my service, and I'm getting up, and the
And they go
message
back
is
if they could.
sent right to our enemies. That is, you can knock me down, but you can't keep me down, and you can't keep me off those slopes.
Well,
that's a powerful message.
They set up a little a course for me to race against one of the guys, and they set up my course a little more difficult than his. And he got up and he's like, "Why? Who set this up? And why are they setting it up? You know, to be harder for him?" He beat me. And I'm sure he would have beat me had he been on the harder one. I got to tell you, this is a non-profit organization. You can go to woundedwarriorfoundation.org. They certainly can take donations because all of this is helping these guys be able to do this. They don't have to pay anything to get out here and do this for the weekend.
Do you want to play with us?